station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Coming up on the news at noon, the future of football in D.C. Lawmakers debating a move right now that could allow the district to make a serious play for bringing the Commanders back home. And later, student loan repayments are starting back up soon for millions of Americans, and we're going to help you stretch your dollar before that October deadline.
And another beautiful afternoon with plenty of sunshine and very comfortable temperatures across the region. We'll talk about a change in our forecast coming again for this weekend. That's all coming up in just a few.
All right, Scott Sumner, thank you, and good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Just minutes ago, DC lawmakers finished a debate conversation about the future of RFK Stadium. And we're going to have more details coming up during our 4 o'clock hour or 4 o'clock newscast. Meantime, the Washington Commanders, they sold out FedEx Field once again. The team is back home Sunday taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Commanders sold out their season opener for the first time in more than a decade last week. This after a new ownership group bought the team from longtime owner Daniel Snyder. Well, the team is also starting the season with back-to-back wins for the first time since 2011. And happening now, officials are debating the future of RFK Stadium and the Washington Commanders. RFK Memorial Stadium Campus Revitalization Act would transfer control of the stadium to Washington, D.C. and allow updates to be made. Some local lawmakers say that this change would bring on new jobs, generate revenue, and transform the Anacostia waterfront. Our Leonard N. Fleming is at the debate right now and will bring us the latest breaking details. Taking a live look outside, I think that's Rosalind. I should know by now, but I do know that I'm sending it over to meteorologist Scott Sumner, joins us now with the latest check on the forecast. Scott, 3 in a row.
That is true, and yes, indeed, it is a trifecta there, Mark, and that was Rosalind for sure. It's a pretty nice day out there all about. I see some folks walking around here just off our studio's base and off of Wisconsin Avenue, and everybody's enjoying their times. No need for the umbrella today. However, if you're walking in D.C. and other places east of the district this weekend, you probably will, especially on Saturday. Like I said, a beautiful afternoon here with a lot of clouds out there, but a lot of sunshine too. Call it mostly cloudy, 76 degrees, easterly wind at 83, easterly wind at 3 miles an hour. Yeah, no. It was sunset, it's at 7:09 tonight. All right, now let's take a look at our satellite radar perspective. You can see here's high pressure off to the north. We talked about that yesterday and on Monday. The high pressure is going to be with us throughout the day today and going into tonight as well. So we'll be looking at a very tranquil period of weather here until a storm system off in the south, and that trend is still continuing, is still in the forecast until that southerly storm moves up in our direction. It hasn't even developed yet, but it will today at some point later today. We still are in a flux of what is going to transpire here. Now, will the storm, most of it, stay out to sea, or will it be pulled a little farther west? Still for debate, but it looks like at any point, and I'm writing a weather article on this, and it'll be on our website here shortly, that some rain is going to be moving in and some beneficial rain as well for the weekend. D.C., though, no rain today. We're looking at some sunshine out there, a high temperature of about 80 in surrounding areas, upper 70s. Really glorious afternoon. Waldorf at 79, La Plata at 80, and Fairview Beach at 80. Well, stick around. I've got that 7-day forecast coming up for you. Mark, back to you.
Hey, Scott, thank you. We have new details just in. The highly debated future of the Washington Commanders. D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are vying to be the place where the team settles down when the current FedEx Field contract ends. Just minutes ago, D.C. lawmakers finished a debate on revamping RFK Stadium in Northeast. That's where we find our Leonard and Fleming. And Leonard, we're expecting a vote maybe in a couple of hours.
Mark, exactly. That's exactly right. There will be another vote in a couple of hours. There was an amendment sponsored by Scott Perry of Pennsylvania to basically table the issue about taxpayer dollars going toward the RFK issue, because he's worried about taxpayers being on the hook for the stadium aspect, even though this proposal, this Revitalization Act, also talks about housing and retail development in this site. And we heard from Mayor Bowser earlier today. She's expecting this to come out of this oversight committee. Representative Comer, the Republican from Kentucky, who has found allegiance with Mayor Bowser on this issue, is expecting this to come out of committee. So they're going to have a roll call vote on this later. But what is interesting too, the commanders are here. They have a representative here watching these details very, very closely. So we will come back for you for our later shows to have more details on this. Reporting from the Rayburn Building, Leonard and Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, Leonard, thank you. A D.C. teenager is being held without bond this afternoon. A 19-year-old Karan Gregory is accused of shooting and a 10-year-old Ariana Davis on Mother's Day. Davis was riding in a car on Mother's Day when a stray bullet hit her and killed her. Court documents say more than 50 rounds were fired in 15 seconds, and ballistics evidence found the shell casings matched evidence found in several other crimes in the district. Now, during a search of Gregory's home, detectives say that they found several guns, including one ghost gun. Police are looking for another suspect who they believe is involved. In Fairfax County, a man accused of sexually assaulting a child is under arrest. Officials say a 72-year-old man came up to a boy who was sitting on a bench at the Stafford Drive Park and inappropriately touched him. Now, that was a week ago. Police say that boy was able to get away and told his parents. Officials say the man is now being charged with aggravated sexual battery. He's being held without bond. Here in the district, police giving the all clear after a suspicious truck triggered the evacuation of Capitol Police headquarters. That happened yesterday, and police say the driver approached the building with a suitcase in a truck's flatbed. Now, officers used K9 units and x-rays to x-ray the suitcase and determined that everything was fine. D.C. Council is trying to bring relief to renters and those in need of child care. The council passed several bills, including two to help with renters' fees and provide more daycares at a legislative meeting yesterday. And one of those bills passed was the Fairness in Renting Clarification Amendment. That prevents landlords from charging outrageous fees with processing applications for rental housing. It increases the period of notice for rent increases from 30 to 60 days. The other bill that passed will help facilitate more licensed in-home daycare locations in the district. Meantime, the council's next legislative meeting is set for October 3rd. DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and early voting in Virginia starts Friday. The entire General Assembly is up for grabs this November, and if you live in Virginia and you want to vote by mail, you have until October 27th to request an absentee ballot. Early voting rules vary by county and city, and you're encouraged to check your local government website for times and locations for early in-person voting, and it will also include what you need to do to request an absentee ballot. Well, meantime, the latest campaign finance report showed Virginia Democrats are raising more money than Republicans. The Virginia Public Access Project shows that Democratic candidates brought in more than $15 million in July and August, and that's compared to $10.6 million for Republicans. The data does not include the nearly $4 million raised by Governor Youngkin's Political Action Committee. One expert says the latest numbers show Virginia is still too close to call.
Because the numbers were good for both parties and particularly good for the Democrats, it suggests the status quo. We're kind of on the same course we have been, which is wait and see.
A part of the advantage for Democrats is help from a group called Clean Virginia. The self-described Political Action Committee promotes clean energy. The group has bankrolled millions to candidates in competitive seats. And Virginia may be the next battleground in the abortion rights battle. The Commonwealth is the only state in the South that has not imposed new restrictions since Roe v. Wade was struck down. Governor Youngkin proposed a ban after 15 weeks of pregnancy, but a Democratic Senate blocked it. The governor claims that he will try again if Republicans take control of the Senate in the state, full control of the state, pardon me, and all House and Senate seats are up for re-election this year. And millions of Americans will start repaying federal student loans in less than 2 weeks, and this comes after the Supreme Court blocked President Biden's first loan forgiveness plan. DC News Now's consumer reporter and weekend anchor Ben Dennis looks at how you can start planning to repay your debt or find alternative ways to stretch your dollar.
A 3-year pause on having to pay monthly student loan bills is ending just days from now. We found several avenues to navigate how you can repay to fit your personal needs. Forbes said D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are among the top 5 states for the most average amount owed. About 92% of all student debt is federal student loan debt. The remaining amount is private student loans. DC News Now identified 5 paths toward loan relief, from lower monthly payments to loan forgiveness entirely. Enroll in auto pay. Borrowers will save 0.25% on interest. Find another repayment plan, an income-driven plan, graduated plan, a revised pay-as-you-earn plan that may also offer relief. Consider refinancing or consolidating. Consumers may encounter lower interest rates, but should shop around for a plan that suits their needs. Consider high-yield savings accounts for good interest. It's credited to you annually. Plus, qualified public service workers can have their loans forgiven under certain conditions, mainly 120 on-time payments. They don't have to be consecutive. We're talking about government workers, teachers, nonprofit employees among them. Even certain companies will offer loan assistance. Meantime, Forbes and NerdWallet report their own recommendations for student loan consolidation options this month. Head to DCNewsNow.com and search 5 ways to save on student loan repayments. Ben Dennis, back to you.